Another Sunday, another walk. I have these headphones in, so hopefully the sound is okay as I'm listening to some just beautiful songs. Um, the one, it's from this group. I'm very new to them, but I think it's called House Fires. The song is called You Know My Name. It's actually featuring someone. I'll definitely link it. I listened to that like 3 times. Then I also be listening to something else. I think it's called The Call. I'll link them down below just if you need some songs to add to your worship playlist. But yeah, every Sunday I really try to get out and go on a walk. Um, I was a little concerned because the forecast was showing that it was supposed to be raining right now. And so I was looking. I almost didn't come out here and go, but I just decided that I wanted to because I just wanted to make sure that I got out and did some things for myself. I kind of feel like this week I really didn't get any me time, or just self care was kind of put off a bit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just do it. I brought my umbrella, I had it in my pocket just in case. But it's actually really nice out here. I didn't really even need this coat, but luckily this is actually pretty lightweight. So I thought I would actually in this video share with you all my walking essentials. A couple people said they were interested to hear more about them, especially as we're getting ready to gear up for it to get cold. We're not quite at that point here, but it depends on the time of day. Like if I would have went out maybe like a couple hours earlier, then it might definitely would have been colder. But right now it's like 67, I think. No, not 67, 60, 50, 60, 60 or 61. I was looking at different temperatures for the day, so I can't remember exactly. But I think it's like around 60, but the sun is not out, and sometimes it can feel really chilly. I'm a freeze baby, so I always am cold, but I actually feel pretty good. Plus, I had my tea, so I always like to have some kind of something to hydrate myself on the walk, whether it's water or tea or whatever the case is. But the reason I like to go on these walks is because, for one, it's just a way for me to get outside. I don't really do a ton of things outside. I'm inside all the time. I work from home. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm in the house. And so this is just so needed for me for so many reasons. It just gives me a chance to clear my mind, to pray, to just listen to music, to not listen to anything. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. It just depends. I don't put a lot of pressure on it, and I usually try to at least walk for like 30 minutes or a little bit more if I can. I'm trying to start to extend it to like 45 minutes now. And eventually I probably will pick a different area to walk. But one tip that I will give, like if you are considering doing it, and if you are kind of like a scarier person like me, like I tend to lean on the air of caution. Like I'm sure most of the time things will be fine, but I just know people are crazy. Freak attacks can happen. Like you just never know. So I always have just like, even before, because I used to walk all of the time where we lived before. I've really gotten a lot more into doing a Sunday walk like religiously here. But even before, like I like to feel out, where it is that I'm trying to walk. So, do that. Fill out the area, even if it's not around where you live. Like if you need to drive a little bit to go there, scope it out. I always say start with like a house development of some sort, because I mean, obviously things can happen anywhere, but it's nice because you get areas like this where it's still like a stretch of land, so you can feel like the peacefulness as if you were on like a walking trail, especially if they're still like working on the development. But then there's also like tons of houses and people around, so if something was to happen, like there are people. Another thing that I do really like to do is like whenever I'm listening to something, this is just a safety tip, but I see people all the time, like I always just have one headphone in. I don't walk around with 2 headphones in. So some people obviously know that, but I've seen other people where they just be kind of oblivious to what's going on. But yeah, I only keep one in so that at all times I can hear what's going on behind me, around me. That's just another safety tip. And then another thing, I'll show you all once I get back in the house of just the different things I pack. But I have this little alarm thing. It's called a birdie. And I've had it for years, but I just got a new one like a week or two ago because my other one just, the alarm, I guess after so long, it just died. I never actually had to use it, thank God. But it's just nice to have. It's just like a little alarm. I'll show you all. You pull it out and it just makes a lot of noise. So I just replaced that because they had a Black Friday sale going on and got a new one. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much it. I don't really have anything profound to say this morning. I think it's just been a long week. And doing Vlogmas and just lifing and just trying to keep up with everything. I'm just kind of decompressing from it all, honestly. But I do have a Pilates class later today that I signed up for. I hadn't gone in a couple of weeks because I thought I had messed my shoulder up. Like it's not 100%, but I'm going to attempt to go and we'll see how it is because I really miss going to Pilates. I feel like I keep running into issues where I need to like take a break, whether I was sick and then I had messed up my neck and now it was my shoulder. And I'm like, man, am I not supposed to be going or what's happening? So anyway, I am going to be going later today and I do have plans to do some planning just to prepare for the new week and some more power sheet stuff. So that'll be coming in some future videos that I'll share some things for Vlogmas. But yeah, we are doing this Vlogmas thing. Also, if you have not, you can binge my Vlogmas playlist. The link will be down below. Check out all of the videos. I've been doing this for about a week. Well, actually over a week now at this point, strong. So check it out. Tons of good content, encouragement, real life, all of the things. But I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk. Just wanted to kind of check in and say hello and hope you're having a good day. No matter what time it is you're watching this, where you are, I appreciate you for being here. All right, I am back in here now. It is 8:55, so I have 2 hours till my Pilates class. I wanted to do a little bit of planning stuff, but I also wanted to record this really quick for you all. So I feel like whenever I give tips or suggestions and stuff, I feel like I always think about it in a way that can really help someone if this is something you really want to incorporate. Maybe you've tried walking before and you want to get back into it. I am by no means an expert, and I'm not necessarily walking for like the purposes of fitness, if that makes sense. I really more so walk for just my mind, more leaning on like the wellness aspect of it, just when it comes to getting outside, clearing my mind, changing my environment. And I typically like to at least do the Sunday walk. Like if I can, I'll try to get in another one during the week. Typically that would have to be sometime in the evening though. Just because I don't think I would be able to get out before my husband would go to work. Like I would have to get up really early, which I could do. I don't necessarily like walking when it's dark outside, which is pretty much what would have to happen just because of the time of year it is and everything. But yeah, so that is just kind of what I do. And if you are considering incorporating this in, the first thing I will say is I know it's kind of like, okay, it's wintertime, this is crazy. I did a lot of winter walking last winter. And what I will say is that, yes, it's cold, but you never regret going on a walk. And there's actually a podcast that I listened to around that time when I was doing it. I'm going to include it because it's Alex L., if you're familiar with her. And this woman, I cannot think of her name right now to save myself. Let me look it up while I'm sitting here. But basically, it's a podcast where they talk about walking and how they walk even when it's cold and what comes up on their walks. They give tips and different things. And I think it's called This Morning Walk is what it's called, with Libby Delana. Yeah, Alex L. and Libby Delana. Really, really good podcast. Very encouraging. And it's still currently going on. So they share a lot of different things. Like I'm going to get back into listening to it again because my plan is really to continue walking through the winter and really just make this a thing that I've really been doing it pretty much since we've moved here, just about. But yeah, like I was giving some tips when I was outside. It's just, fill out the area, make sure you're comfortable with it, drive around the time that you think that you would like to walk, drive around in that area, see what you see. And, like if there's certain people out, if you're afraid of dogs, just different things you want to look into. I love dogs, but I also know some dogs can be crazy, so it's just different things you want to like just look and just kind of get a feel of what's happening around you and in the environment, what's nearby. Like I know on my walk, one of the houses, there is a police officer. So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. I'm like, okay, there's like some police presence in the area, just different things like that, just because you never know what can happen. And I don't ever wish anything to happen. And so far, by the grace of God, I've been fine. But, it's just to take those precautions and everything like that. The app that I have on my phone, it's called Noonlight, and this is what it looks like. Hold on one second. And basically what it is, you can click on it and you see right here. So it has like a little button that says hold until safe. So you can press that down and basically it just will keep doing it. Now you can set up the different settings of what you want to happen, but you can basically have it to be notified and then it asks you to enter a PIN to make sure that you're safe. So okay, so I put my PIN in before anything happened. So it says, we're glad you're safe, done. So if for some reason you are holding it and then you let go but there's no PIN, then it will trigger whatever setting you have set up. So like I have some people within my network. This is not even just necessarily for walking. This could even just be for like if you are feeling a little bit leery and you're going from the parking lot, you know, like maybe you're leaving the store, you're walking your car, some like strange people around or whatever, like you can pull it out and just hold it for that reason. And then it will automatically do what you want it to do. Over here, they have the notifications and stuff. So you can actually set up some different connections. And this is just, you'll see like a lot of different stuff. So Alexa, that might be a fun one to look into setting up. You can also set it up with Apple Health and different things. I haven't done any of this. I mainly just use it for the basic feature of having people on there. I had this app set up a long time ago, but now that I'm planning on really getting a lot more into walking, I really want to kind of change up the areas I walk in and stuff like that. I decided to get this app again, and you can also do a safety network. So the safety network is basically where you can add in different people and they pull it in from your contacts list. So if I wanted to add in, like, let's say my sister, for example, I could add her on there. And then they do have where you can do premium stuff, so you can like look into that. But again, just use it for the basic purposes and you don't have to pay for it or anything. But I just wanted to share that with you all because it's a really cool app. Outside of that, I also do have the Find My Location thing set up on my phone as well. So I have like my mom, my grandmother, my sister, my husband. They all can see where I'm located. And that's also another safety feature as well. So just kind of having that peace of mind. The other kind of safety component of this is I have this little alarm. It is the Birdie. And again, like I said, I've had the one that I got it, I don't even know. It was some years ago. Like it's definitely some years ago I got it. I think I got it around when Emery was born. Just specifically for like when I'm leaving the store and just kind of feeling a little bit uncomfortable. And I had like this really big anxiety about like putting her in the car seat and like being out kind of vulnerable in a parking lot with people walking around. And, you know, you can't like rush putting a baby in a car seat or different things like that, or just kids in general. So that was the reason I actually purchased it. It wasn't for walking at the time, but I really like it. And it's just like a little peace of mind. I'm not going to do it because it's loud. They're out there. I don't want them to be like, what's going on? But you just basically like pull it apart from here. So it just comes like this. You can attach it to your keys. Mine's is just like this right now because I'm specifically taking it for walks, but I think I might start bringing it with me when I go places again. But yeah, you basically go like this and then you just pull it apart and then a very loud siren alarm happens. I'll have the link for that down below too, just if you want to like hear it and see a little bit more about it. And then I saw that they do actually have a premium one of these as well. So you can actually get a subscription. So kind of like that Noonlight, it's like a combination of that Noonlight app, Find My Location type of thing, where you can have everything set up and it's incorporated into this. So look into that as well because that might be helpful too, and you can kind of get it all in one, but it is a subscription. So keep that in mind. But these are really nice, and eventually the alarm does die. That was why I had to replace my last one. But it's just nice. I am going to test it out though a little bit later just to make sure that it is working. I'm sure that it does, but yeah, so it's just really cute. And I got the white one this time. I love how just like beautiful it is. And I love this little thing. It's just a little twist. You twist it and then you can pop whatever you want on the keychain, or you can do it from this O-ring right here. So that is that. So now I'm going to really quickly just kind of breeze through the things that I bring on my walk, some suggestions and stuff. So I would definitely say pockets, pockets, pockets. Like whatever you do, always try to have pockets. Like I usually will wear leggings that have pockets, or I'll make sure I have a sweatshirt that has pockets. Even if it's like that big front pocket, like the one I had for my umbrella in. And then also for the winter, this is the coat that I actually just got because I've Fabletics, y'all, they be getting me sometimes. Like, I'm signed up for Fabletics, and then sometimes I forget to skip the month. And so I had a couple of credits from like just months that I had forgot to skip. So this coat was one of the things that I got. And it's really, really nice. It looks like it's probably hot and heavy, but it's actually pretty lightweight. And it has a ton of pockets. It has very big pockets. It's got 2 in the front, and then it has this one inside pocket over here, which I really like as well. I usually don't like to have like money and cards and stuff on me when I'm walking. I usually will leave that at home or in the car, and I will just have like my ID, insurance card, and stuff like that. That's just my preference, but you know, pockets is just nice to keep things hands-free. So that way, like, I don't have to necessarily walk around holding this the whole time. I can just have it in a pocket where I can easily access it. I can put my phone in a pocket. And then I also do like to have bags. So I'm going to show you 2 different bags that I have and why I specifically like these. Okay, so as far as accessories and different things like that, I have pretty much 2 go-to bags. I'll usually use either this one, which is kind of like this over crossbody situation where you put it on like this. This is from Bays. I love Bays, y'all. Okay, like I even have my little Bays tote. Like I really just love it. I also have another one of their bags like this in a different style that I also like to carry. But this is nice because again, it's hands-free. So something like this, or if you have a fanny pack. I also like this one as well. This one is from Dagny Dover, and both of these fit my phone in there as in addition to a lot of other things. So I don't really usually bring a lot because I don't want to like feel too weighed down, but I usually always have my headphones. I'm more of a wired headphone person, but you can of course do like AirPods or whatever the case is that you want to do. You probably of course want to have your phone with you, I think for safety reasons, but also for entertainment purposes if you want to have something to listen to. And then that's pretty much it. I'll usually have, like I said, my ID and insurance card will be with me. And then if I need anything else, sometimes I might bring like some chapstick or just different things. But I like this bag because it's just very lightweight. It's easy. It's this kind of, I don't know if it's that neoprene material, but it's a sporty material. So even if it gets wet, it's not going to just, you know, mess up anything that you have in there. So it'll definitely protect your phone. It has a place for you to attach your keys. So if you do have your keys with you, or you have like a key or something, you can stick it on here. And then it just has a couple of like card slots in here. It's got a little thing for you to actually put some lip gloss or something in there if you wanted to, chapstick, and then another little pocket on the other side. And then this one has even more pockets. It's got the one in the front. It has this zip pocket in the front which opens up, has some card slots. I actually have a cough drop and chapstick in here. And then it has a bigger spot in the back. This one is kind of, it has like this suede feel on the inside of here, but you can put something in this pocket. And then it has this mesh pocket in here as well. Then it also has a pocket on the side. So if you want to put your water bottle in here, you can, because again, it's going to be like on you. So if you have a small water bottle, you can stick that right in here on this, and that just kind of pops in and out. And you have this pocket right here. So, I mean, y'all, it's endless. And then you can adjust this strap as far as, you know, like how tight you want it around you. You can switch this from which side you want it to be on. So if you want it to be on one or the other. This one, I think you can also remove the straps on this one as well. I never have, just because I always like to just have it around me, and I just wear this one just basically like this. And I usually have it, both of these, I'll have it under my jacket. Like if I have a jacket on, so then that way it's just kind of more close to me. But this is kind of where this one comes. So it's like right here at the hip. It's nice to have the gear and the setup, and just having like a ton of compartments and pockets, and just kind of coming up with your way to have things is really nice. And just having a spot where all of your gear is ready to go, so you're not like looking around for it before it's time for your walk. Like I know me, sometimes I'm racing the clock before Emery wakes up, or I really want to just go out really quick. So it's just nice to have those things. So these are my 2 go-to bags for when I'm walking. I'll always have one of these with me. And then other things really is just going to be like if you need some good walking shoes. The ones that I'm currently wearing are the on cloud shoes, the cloud shoes. I never really know what to call them. But I will link the ones that I have. I got them over the summer during the Nordstrom sale, but prior to that, I literally was just using these old Nikes, y'all. I mean, like I had these Nikes since I think a little bit after I graduated from college. Like they were really, really old. So I finally switched and I got the cloud shoes. I love them. They're very comfortable. They're lightweight. When I first started walking in them, it felt weird because it's just got like a different feel from a traditional shoe that I've used in the past. But I really, really like them now. Another one I would consider or suggest to you to look into, which I'm considering maybe sometime next year, is Hoka or Hoka. That's another one to look into. I've heard they're great walking shoes as well. So, I mean, they're not always the most attractive looking, but it's really about comfort, because if you want to be able to walk a long time and not be worrying about your feet hurting, like you want to invest in the gear. So, I mean, those shoes are not cheap, and there are a ton of other options out there, but you just got to find what's best for you. I know a lot of times with those Nike shoes, for me, there would be some rubbing and stuff taking place, but I mean, I wore them and I ended up breaking them in, so they got really comfortable for me to wear. But it was just like, it was time. It was time for me to switch it up to something else. So I finally did that. And then, let's see, anything else? Other things. Let me see. I did take a couple of notes. So let me just do like a couple last things. I know you might be like, girl, how much is there to say about walking? But I am really passionate about it because I enjoy it so much. Get you a good playlist set up as well. Like if you have a free moment just on a random day, sit down and whatever kind of mood you're in, have a couple playlists for that. So maybe have like a more like hype playlist, if you're feeling good, maybe you want to walk quickly or whatever the case is. Or if you need more of a playlist, maybe you're down or you are just in your feelings or you just are really trying to worship or whatever it is, like have these different playlists that you can access. Have your go-to podcasts already queued up. Especially if you're in an area where maybe, like the reception is not the best or something, like have it downloaded on your phone if you can. I know a lot of my favorite podcasts will automatically download, so I know that they're there so I can listen to them. Just kind of think about the vibe you want on your walk. If you don't want to listen to anything at all, like there's no pressure for that either. I would say too, also just because weather is unpredictable, so I always like to have a hat on if I can. Or have some sunglasses and stuff. Like I get headaches really bad when the sun is just like blaring in my face, and so hats have really, really helped me a lot with that. But I wanted to mention it because I was not really a hat wearer until I started walking, honestly. And especially in New Mexico, like y'all, the sun is brutal there, so I really started getting into hats when I decided I wanted to go on these walks, because I'm like, I don't always want to wear sunglasses, and it's still hot, so like having some good hats to just kind of cover not only your head, but, give you that protection for your eyes, I think is key. Get you a couple cute ones. I love like those, they're not trucker. They're kind of like that baseball style fit hat. I had the one that I was wearing and I like lost it somehow between me getting in the house and coming up here. I don't know what happened to it, but anyway, get you a good hat. Another thing I have on here that I wanted to share with you all is some type of travel mug and some type of water with a handle, so you can keep it a little bit more hands-free. Like this to me is easier than holding something like this, so when I'm done drinking it or whatever and I'm still walking, I can put it down. I can kind of like hold it and it doesn't really matter. It's got a nice little lid on it so it's not dripping out. Same with, I have that Stanley cup. It's a little bit bigger than I would like, so I'm thinking about actually getting, Simple Modern has a water cup with a lid on it, or with a handle on it. So I'm considering getting one of those, but just, it doesn't even matter where you get it from or what brand it is. Just get you something that has a little handle. So if you want a warm drink, you have that. If you need a more of a cooler drink, you have something like that. Or if you have that bag that I showed you, or some type of bag, they even have, I'll put it down below too. They have another bag it's a water bottle sling. It's always out of stock though. Like I've been trying to get it, and it's always out of stock. I want to get it in black, but it's literally like a bag for your phone and a water bottle. So that's another option too that I've seen that's really cute. But I like this just because if I want to have a warm drink, I don't really want to take one of my glass mugs out there with me. But just keep in mind though that this is the truth, okay? So like when you do put your hot beverage in there, it will still be hot, and you'll be 20 minutes in your walk and you'll still be burning your lips trying to drink it. So try to, if you can, get your hot water or whatever it is you're doing, your coffee, whatever it is that you're doing that's hot, kind of get it done a little bit before you leave, even if it's while you're maybe, you know, getting dressed and stuff, like go do that first so it can cool off a little bit before you put it in there, because it'll still keep it warm, but if you have it like scorching hot, then you will probably not be able to drink it, which defeats the purpose. The only other thing that I will mention is the home setup stuff. So this is just the last thing. So we have kind of like a keyless setup for the house if we need to use it, which I think is great. So consider this for yourself if you don't have it already, especially for walking. I don't really like to bring my keys and stuff with me. Again, I just try to keep it as lightweight as possible. This is what I actually keep my keys in though. I love this thing, y'all, so much. I've had it for a couple of years now. It was like a little gift to myself to just celebrate a really amazing year I had for my business, but it has really just changed the game for the keys. It's just this Louis Vuitton key holder, and it has the little compartments for your keys and stuff in it, and then it has like a little spot to put something else. I never really put anything in here unless I'm like, you know, literally have nowhere to put it. And then I got my little initial on there. But this is usually what I carry my keys in, but I don't bring this on a walk with me. I don't really like to bring keys. I usually just leave this here. But if you're in a situation where you do like to bring your keys, consider some of those different bags and stuff where you can kind of just slip your house key on there, or just do some different things just to not have a lot of stuff, you know, just because I always think about like in the event if someone was to try to snatch something from me, like I don't want them taking like my car key or the key to my house or different things. So that's why I don't really bring it. But of course, like once I get out and about and I'm like in an area where my car, like I need my car key, then, you know, I'll do some different things. But anyway, we're getting off topic. So keyless is my last thing I just wanted to say for the house. So basically all I have set up is we have a keypad on our garage door, and then we have this app called MyQ. And MyQ is really cool because I'm not going to show it because it has like our address and stuff on it. But basically, look up MyQ. It is an app. It's super affordable, y'all. Like I think the device is like 20 or 30 bucks. You can get it on Amazon. You connect it to your garage. It connects through your Wi-Fi. And you download an app on your phone. They sync up. And so you can literally open your garage from anywhere. You know, even so if someone needs to come into your house for some reason, or maybe if your garage opener is not working, you can literally press it from the app. It opens the garage. It'll let you know if the garage door is open, how long it's been open. You can see a history of it open and closing. And I like it because I don't have to worry about carrying my garage opener. So I can just literally use the keypad to open the garage. And then the other thing is that the keypad on the door. So I can literally use the app to open the garage, and then I can use the keypad to get back in the house, so I don't need my key. So that's just like a little small, just extra thing that's really unnecessary, but that really is convenient for my walks because, again, I just don't like to have a lot of stuff with me. I really like to keep it simple. So that is pretty much it. That is my walking essentials. I'm sure I'll share more as I continue on. And like I've shared, I'm planning on just starting to do a little bit more. I don't know if I really want to get into running. I don't think that's what I'm being led to do, but I really want to start walking longer distances or just doing some different things. Like I really want to challenge myself in the new year. So I will share more about that. And as I try new things out, I will. And if you love to walk as well, share, you know, your testimony with walking. Like, what has it been for you? What are some of your essentials as well? Let's create a conversation around this. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.